calling Sutter Center for Psychiatry. If you are in crisis, press 1 now, or hang up and dial 911. Your call will be recorded for quality assurance purposes. If you have questions or would like to schedule an assessment for either our inpatient or partial hospitalization outpatient programs, press 2. If you are seeking a private psychiatrist, press 3. For general questions or to reach a patient, please have your 4-digit security code ready and press 4. For ECT, TMS, or ketamine services and scheduling, press 5. To reach the medical record,
it is...
Please remain on the line for the next available patient care representative.
Yeah. Hi, this is Sergeant Bean from SAC PD. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. So, we're on scene. We have a subject who's barricaded, possibly armed with a firearm. I see that it looks like he was admitted with you guys just a couple days ago. I see that you guys put in a firearm prohibition. I was wondering if there's a clinician that I'd be able to speak with.
I can see what we can do. What's the patient's name?
The last name is Pearson, Pearson, P-E-A-R-S-O-N. First name, Derek.
Derek. Do you by chance have a birthday?
Yeah, 3/15/68.
And you said your name is Sergeant Bean?
B-E-A-N.
Okay, and you're on scene. He's barricaded with a firearm?
Yeah, so we believe he has a firearm. He brandished it in front of officers when they were attempting to respond to a call at his home. He's made some threats against an acquaintance, threatening to kill them. So at this point, we're trying to see if we could work with you guys to get a little information on kind of your history with him.
Okay, let me see if I can get a clinician for you. Just a moment, okay?
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Same thing. Sorry, you're getting a multiple texts. I'm sending it to the guys in the car too. So.
Oh, no worries. So it usually depends on which person you get on the phone, because a lot of them want to hide behind HIPAA.
Even though it doesn't apply in the situation.
Yeah, there's an emergency exception,
Yeah.
but it's whether or not they want. It's dependent on them to want to do it.
Reserve units on the call. SWAT, CPUD, call it has been initiated.
Do you have any drills?
I didn't run him.
I know we were talking about that, but I forgot. So right now.
Okay, 3 of the units on the front. Just for clarification, you're looking at this one side from south to north. The first 2 small windows go via joint and duplex, and the third window which is slightly larger, also goes to the other side of the duplex.
No.
What's that?
No,
No,
drones. No drones, no APS. So like you said, I mean, if it's a 22, he could have had it for who knows how long.
Yeah, or it's grandpa's or something, you know, just.
Yeah. And they're pretty sure it was a 22 just because of the size.
Yeah. Everybody calling. So that means I will be taking 5 because that's the beat as I go.
Oh, gotcha.
Fortunately, since he gets confirmation back to me, I'll probably have to bounce out of here.
Okay. I think the only thing that would be better is if they had the repeating their call is very important to us.
Oh, yeah.
Please stay on the line.
Yeah. It's like a nice MIDI soundtrack. You can
Yeah.
at least play a radio station where it's coming.
It's like this, like it's supposed to be soothing, but like the longer you sit and listen to this
It's like-
repeating, it like makes you like infuriated.
Oh, yeah. It's like they have scientifically found the tones will make you the most irritated to the gut hole.
All right, thanks for holding.
Sure.
I'm so sorry to keep you on hold for so long and to come back and tell you that they're not able to give you any information on this patient. I'm sorry. I was transferred to like 5 different people through supervisors, and they told me that they can't give any information out on this patient.
So is there a supervisor that I would be able to speak to? Because there are legal exceptions for active emergencies, which in this case it would be. So there is a HIPAA exception for for an emergency situation. Would I be able to speak with one of the supervisors directly?
I can see if I can try again. Give me just 1 second. I'm so sorry. Are you okay to hold a little bit longer?
Yeah.
Are you at the patient's residence?
Yeah, we're pretty much out here trying to negotiate him out.
Okay.
And
All right. Let me see what I can do a little bit more. Hang on, okay?
all right, I appreciate it.
Thanks.
Yeah, they always come back, like, because I mean, from their standpoint, it's like, well, there's no legal action, there's no legal liability for us not giving information, but they're always afraid of like potential liability if they do give information. So, yeah, unfortunately, the best I can do is try to tell them, hey, there is a legal exception for this, but they.
376, I'm Travel 6, you available for call?
Stand by.
And like the Sutter clinicians at the actual hospital, they're cool with me, but Sutter Center for Psychiatry, I don't really have any relationships there. I feel like what we really need is some kind of legislation where like they specifically like release them from liability. Maybe we just have like a form where we certify this is an act of emergency and we take on any liability.
Yeah,
for,
you know, dispatch facts to them or something.
Yeah, like if we lie, that we take the civil liability for it.
Well, that's the sad thing, right? You have situations like this where guys, obviously some kind of mental crisis or maybe drug-induced or whatever, but he's got some crisis going on. He has a firearm. This could be very volatile for him and for everybody.
Yeah.
And we're trying to do the best we can to help this guy, but we don't have all the background information that can help us with that, you know?
Yeah, and that's the
It's
thing
like
is,
the missing puzzle pieces.
when things go wrong, everybody wants to point to us and say that, you know, we're not equipped to handle this. That this should be mental health staff, but
Yeah, no, you can. Yeah. No problem. And then, was I going to say, yeah, you're going to have, since they did the call out, more people will probably, or you know what, they're going to go to the command post, so never mind, sorry. Never mind, yeah. Yeah, no worries. As long as you guys move it, you can park it down, keep people out. That's not a problem, so.
Their mom has Alzheimer's and mental issues, was armed with a knife, was trying to attack Miller's father. They're taking the knife away now. Still being aggressive.
That's one. I was like, oh god. I gotta stop scanning. I'm just gonna have to eavesdrop the best I can from you on 6.
But yeah, everybody, you know, they want to say that like these aren't police issues, and it's like, well, this also isn't a situation where a clinician can come out and hold the front of the house.
I mean, heck, we even have to have an armor card to talk to the guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but then
Safely do it.
mental health staff don't want to work with us. They don't want to give us the tools that we, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be great if in a situation like this, Sutter Center for Psychiatry sent their clinician to the scene and, you know, served as a resource. But
Yeah.
they're not going to do it.
It's tough, man. It's like, because you know they care about their patient at some level, so I don't want to take that away from them. But it's like at the same time, you're right. It's this fear of liability that
Yeah.
people don't want to do what's right to help someone because they're scared.
There's nothing we're going to do with the information criminally. We're not. There's no crime that we're going to charge him with based on what you tell us.
Yeah. We're just trying to end this in a peaceful way
Yeah.
where he doesn't get hurt, we don't get hurt, and no, God forbid, some random citizen gets hurt, you know? Yeah. text Rhino to let him know that I was going to end up having a bounce and have 4 and 5, but I let him know that you kind of know what's going on. So it's Trevor and Mario that are in the Bearcat. So those are the only CMT resources we have besides you and I. So
Now, do you usually bounce on these when the on-call team gets here and go back to your sector, or what? How do you usually-
it depends. Like if someone like you, where they have it, I'll say if they want me to help. I usually ask them, but me personally, I try to help whenever I can.
Yeah.
But like, there's no way I'm gonna be able to listen, dude. I'm having enough trouble hearing what's going on over there and trying to listen to this channel though. And then by putting on scan, I'm getting everybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's kind of the hard part is if things start popping off up north, I don't want to be torn between two.
Yeah. No, you guys did the right thing by only having one, and that's why, like I told John, I was like, hey, I'll come over here for now. I know if you're on call, so if they do a call out, you're going to have to come, and I'll have to bounce because someone's got to handle 4 and 5. So a lot of times we get to help on if it's just like someone standing on a bridge or those, like we can totally do that and monitor a channel because we're not really having to listen to a lot of radio traffic here. We're listening to our radio traffic and just kind of monitoring what we see in front of us. But once you start doing this, we're on LEDs, we're doing all these things, it's kind of I want to be able to listen to those conversations, but you can't when you're also having to manage something else. So it is a little different as a sergeant when you get the CNT stuff. So and just dispatch will always call you like, hey, can you head that way? You may not always be able to. So, like last week or the week before, I was like, I wish I could, but unfortunately I have 4 and 5, so I can't.
I can't just
I can't. But I'll try to call and check in with them or something like that. You know what I mean? To see what you can do, like if they need stuff. Because really, like in this, we want to make sure if they need a call out, they get a call out, and it's not someone expecting one person to do everything. And like I think we're very fortunate. Our LTs are all savvy enough to know that one person can't do the whole gig. But just every now and then, it might be. Either whatever, a new sergeant or just whatever reason the situation doesn't present in a way that they're automatically thinking call out,
Yeah.
And then so sometimes just like bouncing that idea off, I'm like, hey, I'm just thinking, because a lot of times we're very fortunate doing this job. People ask you your opinion. They're going to say, hey, how's it going on the phone? You think he's going to come out?
Yeah.
I don't know, but right now he's at least answering our phone calls, so that's a positive thing. Or like this guy, he was calling in to dispatch, right? I'm like, that is positive, even though he's speaking gibberish.
Yeah.
He's at least trying to reach out to us, so it doesn't hurt to keep communicating. At the same time, I can tell you, my officers are talking to him, and they're not really getting anywhere because he's on a tirade talking one-way dialogue, and then he just hangs up.
All right, Sergeant, thanks for your patience. I have from the line who's going to take you further, okay?
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, this is. Can I help you?
This is Sergeant Bean from SAC PD. So this individual, Derek Pearson, from what I see, you guys placed a mental health firearm prohibition on him on the 5th.
Okay. The 5th of this month, sir?
Correct, yeah.
No, it must have been last month.
No, it
Last
says...
month?
So, I mean, this could be delayed from the Department of Justice, but from the entry, it shows that it was entered yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so let me bring up the hit. So it says date received was 9/5, date prohibited was 9/4.
Okay.
And I see that he was placed, so he was taken to the hospital on the 31st of August when he was discharged from jail.
Okay.
So he did have a recent 5150.
Okay. Alrighty. Right now, I am trying to access his chart. The computers are being kind of slow.
Gotcha.
What kind of information, actually, sir, are you looking for?
So right now we're hoping that you guys might have some insight on, his mental health history. So right now what we know is that he made threats towards an acquaintance to kill them. When our officers attempted to contact him, he brandished a firearm at them. So right now we have officers in the front attempting to negotiate with him. It seems like he's having some like delusions of grandeur, saying that God's talking to him. He's trying to get in contact with the local Christian radio station. So we're just wondering if you guys have any insight that might be helpful to our negotiators. Some themes that we can use to try to connect with them.
What I can do, sir, is I'll attempt to look at his discharge note from the psychiatrist. Okay?
Okay.
And see if that gives us maybe a little insight here. His name is Pearson?
Correct. Pearson. And Derek is spelled Derek.
E-K. Okay, I spelled that wrong. I'm going to put his name. I did get a birth date.
3/15/68.
Yeah, he's a male. Okay.
Looks like I have a social too if you need that.
I'm sorry?
No, actually I don't. I was going to say I have a social too, but I don't have that.
You don't have it? Okay.
No, unfortunately not.
Okay. Birthday was 3/15/68, right?
Correct.
Okay. Sorry this is taking so long. Here. Well, to start off with, we have him actually listed as homeless. Okay, I've got this. Yes, he was discharged yesterday
All right.
from our ICU unit.
Oh, so he was discharged from Sutter downtown, not from the psych facility?
No, he was discharged from the psychiatric facility from us.
89%. Just looking at the sidewalk for utilities. On that south side sidewalk, is there like a square
Apologies if you're hearing some speaking. It's our radio.
directly east of
No,
the
that's
sidewalk?
okay. Don't worry about it. Yeah, he presented here religiously preoccupied and
It would
paranoid.
actually in the sidewalk.
I'm sorry, you said religiously preoccupied and...
Yes, that was one of the reasons for him being admitted.
Do you know if he had... Does he
The
have
only drugs that he admitted to taking were some marijuana.
Okay.
It says here in our violence assessment that he has not been aggressive or violent towards anybody. It basically says no as far as lifetime aggressive.
Okay.
Okay. He did not want to participate at all in any kind of medication. His hold was up for expiration. The physician noted that he was calm, directable, not making any threats, and so he wasn't willing to participate in any medications or any further follow through, and so felt like the admission was just kind of worthless. And if he wasn't going to participate, then they discharged him.
Okay, so he didn't really engage with treatment either, any other kinds of therapy?
No.
Okay.
He showed no aggressive tendencies. He was not aggressive here at all.
Do you know if he has a formal diagnosis?
I'm not aware of that, sir.
Okay.
I'm trying to look and see what. No, I'm not aware, sir.
Okay. And was he referred to any outpatient services?
No.
No. Okay. Do you have any family members or next of kin or anything listed for him?
I don't see anything here because I don't see that. Oh, wait a minute. There is a note by our social worker. Evidently tried to talk with him and he refused to give any information.
Oh, okay. All right. And
I apologize. That's about all I can do. It's very limited here what I can access.
okay. And you guys don't have any other interactions? He hasn't been a patient with Sutter Psychiatry?
No, not that I'm aware of, sir.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you. I appreciate you taking a look.
No problem. I'm sorry I couldn't have more information for you.
No worries. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Bye. End of contact.